I did this every day for 3 years. And it's because of that consistency, you're able to see whether you're building something or you're wasting time. Because at the end of that 3 years, that's now when I started to receive actual support from donors now. Because now you're building engagements. We were being invited to universities. The first university I went to was Maseno University. I went by bus. I got there easy coach, 4 a.m. I slept on the bus. I woke up at 8 when people woke up from their halls. And then I went and talked to students like this alone. And so when you're doing those activities and building a name, that's when now people trust you later. But in conclusion, I would say that the recognition came from organizing, mobilize. Instead of submitting something as yourself, I've gotten national recognition from mobilizing 30 organizations to endorse something. And if you check Siasa Place, the website, last week we mobilized 8 youth national organizations when the president traveled to the US, and we organized 100 digital workers to write a letter to Biden. I was recognized by the Washington Post before the national papers recognized me. I was getting calls from the US, Sweden, Geneva, By the time Kenya was reporting the thing, and you'll see on our website, it was on Standard, on Nation, it was a week later. So sometimes it doesn't really matter. Do your work. And eventually, if your work speaks for itself, it'll speak for itself. And so you do have a very important platform here. And I repeat again, the book that changed my life is called Defining Decade by Meg J. Ryan. And she just tells how people in their 20s and 30s need to learn how to network and to capitalize on the time and the energy. You have so much energy. Let me repeat that. You have energy. Because what happens is as you get older, the energy goes, you have the resource, but you have no ideas. You have the ideas and you have no resource. So you need to network with people who have resource and no ideas with your ideas. And the only way you can do that is by being in these rooms and opening those doors, or having other people you can identify to open those doors. But the last thing, my first board, I researched on them heavily with my co-founder Murabwa Odari. We literally sat down and looked at 100 people in the country that we thought were brilliant people doing amazing things, and went through this list and we cut it down to 5 people. And I kid you not, those 5 people now, one is the advisor to the president, another is Boniface Mwangi, you know, another one is Karen Wakoli, ELF director, another one is Michael Orwa, SG NAC Kenya. He's the one who came up with the plan for Martha Karua to be on the presidential bid. Michael Orwa, his strategy. And these are people that we sat down and we came to 5. Nafula Wafula, she's a gender expert now working for global companies. But back then, they were not known. 10 years ago, they were not known. But we could see that they had this ambition and we were specific. We didn't know Boniface Mwangi, but we said we will find him. We didn't know Harriet, but we found her online and we found her. So the intentionality of who you select matters, and it goes back to the networks.